So that was the second episode of Pariksha Pe Charcha 2026, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi this time visited different states of India to interact with the young, bright minds of the country. He gave guidance and timely tips to students from Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat and Assam. Selected students asked the Indian Prime Minister several questions ranging from how to embrace AI to how to become a leader and join politics, which diet to follow. And in fact, one student from Gujarat asked Prime Minister Modi whether he faced stress when Operation Sindoor was going on last year. So such was the ease with which students engaged in this informal conversation with their national leader. Now let's take this conversation to our correspondents and guests in the studio. Let's go first to DD India's Akshay Nath, joining us from Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Chennai campus, where the students have just witnessed the second episode of Pariksha Pe Charcha. Akshay, what have the students gained this time from the second episode?
Well, Tanvi, we saw that today Prime Minister Narendra Modi focused on specific states, and Tamil Nadu was the first to be brought into the focus. And yes, the students have been extremely excited, and we're seeing that the Prime Minister has mentioned, saying that the students are smart and energetic in Tamil Nadu has also been an inspiring factor. You were telling me about this also, like Prime Minister has called all the students of Tamil Nadu very energetic and smart. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think that Prime Minister is absolutely right, because as I have seen in my friends, there is many students who are enthusiastic and very interested to talk to Prime Minister, and I am also one of them. That's how I feel about that.
And you were talking about dedication and motivation that the Prime Minister was talking about. How do you feel about that? What is your area of dedication and motivation? How much time do you allot for all these things? Dedication and motivation. You were saying that you're very inspired by that, no?
Yes, ma'am.
उसके बारे में बताइए.
एक्चुअली मुझे बहुत गर्व हो रहा है कि मैं ये बता पा रहा हूँ. मुझे वो एक कोट के बारे में अच्छा लगा जब हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ये बताया कि मोटिवेशन तो सिर्फ ऐड हमारे काम पर मतलब ऐड कर सकते हैं कि मतलब ये हमें करना है, लेकिन ये मोटिवेशन के साथ साथ हमें डिसिप्लिन होना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि डिसिप्लिन के बिना चाहे जितना भी मोटिवेशन हो किसी काम का नहीं होगा.
And you were telling me about co-curricular activities that you also want to focus on. And how was the words from the Prime Minister inspiring for that?
Prime Minister sir's words inspired me a lot, because I'm a person who frequently and often participates in co-curricular activities, and by doing that sometimes I get distracted or concentrate more on them, so I leave my studies aside. So whatever sir told inspired me a lot, and maybe I'll definitely be using all these tips whatever sir told when I'm participating in a co-curricular activity next time. और ये भी मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि सर ने ये भी बताया कि हमें आत्मनिर्भर रहना है. कोई भी सिचुएशन में हमें जब हम आत्मनिर्भर रहते हैं, हम वो फियर या एग्जाम का फियर डर को ओवरकम कर सकते हैं. और सर,
you were also talking about the inspiring factors for you from the Prime Minister's speech. Can you mention a few important takeaways for you?
Yeah, so I thought the saying which he said, that practice makes us perfect, was deeply touched for me, as usually during exams and all, we are like confused of what we should do first, and practice makes us perfect is definitely a great saying which he said.
So are you also going to start writing everything down?
I think writing down is much better than reading it and just seeing. Writing helps us memorize faster and understand the concepts better.
Ma'am, we are also saying that for teachers also he's been giving certain tips. What are the focus areas for you for these children from that?
To begin with, it's a wonderful initiative taken up by our Honorable Prime Minister to reach out to students. As teachers, we thought we were playing a significant role in motivating and inspiring, but our Honorable Prime Minister's role is really exemplary, I should say. And even in the last session, that's on 6th, what we watched, he focused on knowledge and skill. So I think these are the areas which we have to keep focusing upon. It's not just knowledge, how we have to inculcate in our students or hone their skills. And also he spoke about startup. So these are the various things which inspired me a lot, and definitely I'll pass it on to my students as well. Thank you.
We're seeing that it's not just the students who are taking important notes here, Tanvi. We are also seeing that teachers are also having very important takeaways from these Pariksha Pe Charcha conversations that the Prime Minister is having with students across the country. And we're seeing that most of the time giving real life examples, giving quotations from things that happen all around us are what inspires these students to ensure that they also imbibe these thought processes that the Prime Minister is talking, and especially a big national figure like the Prime Minister himself stepping in to motivate these children is nothing but more than amazing, is what most of the children have been talking and telling us about, Tanvi.
Okay, Akshaya, before I let you go, if you could throw this small question to the 5 students standing with you. Have their stress been reduced by a notch or two for the coming board exams? Just ask them. I just want a yes or a no.
Well, Tanvi, yes, we have been asking this question to most of these students, and their answers have been yes, but I'm throwing it once again to these children. How has your stress level come down, or has the stress level gone for you with the Prime Minister giving you such knowledgeable words?
By the Prime Minister words, it helped me a lot. Actually, I am a person who's very scared of exams, and a lot of time I prepare well, but the only thing lacking in me is exam stress. And when I go there, I also forget a lot of things. But using Prime Minister's method, I mean the advice Prime Minister gave us, it will be a lot of helpful. I'll definitely use this in my upcoming board exams, because I'm gonna write board exams in 12th. That's all. Yeah.
आपका stress levels कम हो गया है?
हाँ, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है मेरे में एक ऐसा कॉन्फिडेंस आ चुका है, क्योंकि उनके एडवाइसेस ऐसे हैं जो मैं रिलेट भी कर सकता हूँ. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर मैं इसे इम्प्लाई करूँगा अपने लाइफ पे, तो मैं अपने जीवन से मतलब एग्जाम का फियर हटा सकता हूँ.
And what about you? Has the stress levels come down after hearing the Prime Minister?
Yes, absolutely, because Sir has given us so many tips and tricks how to overcome. It may be fear or anything, because sometimes when we go to the exam hall, we get stressed or shivering, and sometimes we forget everything, as mentioned. And Sir gave us wonderful tips. Actually, when Sir was speaking, it was like Sir was not speaking from there. It was like Sir was in front of us and was, counseling us for the exam and preparing us for exam.
So we're seeing that most of the time these children feel like these are like counseling sessions that the Prime Minister is giving them one-on-one. So most of the
Yes.
questions that he's taking and questions that he's answering are the ones that these children are having in their minds as well. So yes, Tanvi, you asked, for your question, the answer is yes. The stress levels have definitely gone down.
Amazing to see this, excitement there, and of course that satisfaction, because that's how Prime Minister interacts with the students on their level, and of course students feel heard by the national leader himself. Thank you very much, Akshay Nath, for getting us up to speed on the reactions coming on the second episode of Pariksha Pe Charcha. Thank you for joining us. Professor Indrani Bhaduri, CEO and Head Parak, National Council of Education Research and Training, NCRT, continues to be with us in the studio. Ma'am, what would you say about the subjects that Prime Minister Narendra Modi chose this time? Definitely, the conversations today went beyond the examination and classroom setting, so to say.
Very true. And so beautifully, I think Prime Minister Narendra Modi brings out and tells not just the students but all of us that what is important is learning from what you live and living what you learn. And this is what the entire essence is.
Yes.
How as a child, not only as a child,
There was a
even
phrase.
everybody.
Yeah, there was a phrase he said, creating a life you want to live.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So the community participation, the involvement of the community, rather breaking the walls of the school and taking schools to the community is what is important. And if you see Narendra Modi ji, he every child is saying that whatever he said is very meaningful, very relatable. So how is it that he is making it meaningful and relatable to the child? Because he is taking the examples from the daily life. He is taking the examples from their immediate environment. So that is how, it becomes more acceptable as a child to me.
Yes. Would you also agree with the assertion that much of the wisdom that Prime Minister Modi imparted to the students also very aptly applies to parents and teachers, perhaps to everyone in life? We are also learning to live. Like last time, I remember in the first episode of Pariksha Pe Charcha, he said, forget your past. Started with today, with your ambitions, with your goals, reset. So in fact, all of us can learn in some way or the other from Pariksha Pe Charcha.
Very true. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's vision of Viksit Bharat, and he through the children, he is kind of telling all of us that everybody can contribute, needs to contribute for this Viksit Bharat, and it is something that that even a small contribution will go a long way if all of us do that. That what he tells one child, that you take the lead. You tell not if somebody throws litter, don't tell him to pick it up. You pick it up so that he feels that yes, I have done something wrong. I shouldn't have done this. So examination, they are sporadic, but this endurance to perceive, to better ourselves, that is lifelong, and that is what he's telling everybody.
Indeed. Let me bring in one of my correspondents again. DD India Subina Roy joins us from Sampurna Kendriya Vidyalaya, Dibrugarh, where the students have just witnessed the second episode of Pariksha Pe Charcha. Subina,
a very good morning, Tanvi. Am I audible?
Yes, you are very much audible, Subina.
Yeah. Yes. Right now, I am in Sampurna Kendriya Vidyalaya in Koliamari in Dibrugarh, and here you can see the students out here. They are quite enthusiastic after watching PM Shri Narendra Modi's Pariksha Pe Charcha, and since the second edition was held at Guwahati also, so these children are quite enthralled. Let me ask these children. We have Nishit with us. Nishit, what are your takeaways from Pariksha Pe Charcha this time?
See, this was a very interesting means our honorable Prime Minister sir has taken this initiative to motivate us, and from this we have learned a lot of things. So how to manage our exam stress and how to build our self study and how we can learn. We should be self sufficient, and many things we have learned from this.
So do you still feel stressful when you give exams? Like earlier when we did not have Pariksha Pe Charcha, and now when the PM himself is organizing this Pariksha Pe Charcha, do you still feel stressful during exams?
No.
Can we have someone else who can come and speak? Yeah, we have, what's your name? Abhilash, yeah. Abhilash, please tell us.
So I found the most interesting thing that PM sir itself has made the program so interesting, and he has proposed for it with the students itself, which is very interesting. And also the most important thing, I felt that he also encouraged the need for extracurricular activities such as art, sports, along with studies, and also emphasized that why should studies also be the one matter along with the extracurricular activities. So that is very important. And I think for the first time ever, any PM has interacted such a way with in real time with the students, and that is very appreciable.
Very well said. He is saying that this is the first time that any PM has taken such an initiative, and it gives them inspiration, and he is talking about the extracurricular activities which the PM has mentioned. So why just studies? Each and every student should take up his or her hobby, and make it his or her passion, so that he can ace in his exams as well as in his extracurricular activities. So what are the extracurricular activities that you do? We have a girl with us. Can we also ask your name? What's your name?
Tanya Paul.
So we have Tanya Paul with us. So she will be sharing some takeaways from Pariksha Pe Charcha this time. Please share your takeaways.
मुझे इससे बहुत सीखने को मिला है एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट बात थी कि आई वॉज वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन आर्ट सो व्हाट अ वे ही टोल्ड इज लाइक व्हेन वी डू स्टडीज वी शुड डू आर्ट इन दैट सो लाइक while doing art we can also practice our art and हम लोग को सीखने को भी मिलेगा तो at the both time we can manage both these things and I learned from him that हमको co-curricular activities को भी साइड अवे नहीं करना चाहिए हमें उन पे भी ध्यान देना चाहिए और ये एक मेरे लिए बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था बिकॉज आई वॉज वेरी ईगर टू नो कि जब ऐसा हम लोग डिफिकल्टीज फेस करें तो हम लोग को क्या करना चाहिए क्योंकि आई वॉज फेसिंग दिस लॉट बट नाउ आई गॉट टू हिम एंड ही ऑल्सो टोल्ड अस दैट वी शुड नॉट बी कम्पिटिटिव वी शुड लर्न फ्रॉम आवर मिस्टेक्स दैट्स द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट वी शुड नो ही टोल्ड अस टू ट्राई लाइक वी शुड नॉट बी मोर कम्पिटिटिव तो मतलब मुझे उनसे वो भी सीखने को मिला है क्योंकि इट वाज द कंपटीशन वाज द थिंग दैट आई वाज फेसिंग अ लॉट दिस टाइम तो मैंने ये सीखा है कि वी शुड लर्न फ्रॉम आवर मिस्टेक्स और हमें दूसरों से कोई कंपटीशन नहीं करना चाहिए
Very right thing, like in Three Idiots, you know not to compete with anyone else, but work on yourself, work on your weaknesses, work on your strengths, along with, extra, any board students who is giving board this year? Can we have anyone? Anyone who is giving board?
The other students of
Other students. So,
Yes, it's very heartening. Again, I'm repeating this word and again and again because I'm seeing the direct impact of this conversation on students and their young minds. So one question Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed was related to sports and sports persons. He in fact, very philosophically said कि जीवन को खेल नहीं बनाना तो खेलो. So what impact would this create in the minds of students if you could take this question to the young students behind you there? The importance of sports in life.
Certainly, Tanvi, this brings to my mind the quote of Swami Vivekananda who had said, if you want to believe in yourself, just play football, Sports is one of the strongest way which you can strengthen your foundation. And let us take your question further to the students, somebody who plays sports. Do we have anyone who plays sports? Yeah, this little boy we have. What's your name?
Indranush Gogoi.
Indranush Gogoi. So what do you play, Indranush?
I play martial arts.
Martial arts. So what is your takeaway from today's Pariksha Pe Charcha? Like he said that you should work on your sports also. You should play sports, What is your saying on that?
So we should manage both our studies and sports. We should take it as a hobby, or if you like in the future, if you want to be a good sports person or an athlete, you can take sports also as a passion. So also in both of the things, studies and sports, we have to be disciplined. We have to be motivated.
So we have many sports persons from Assam as well, like Lovelina Borgohain. Yesterday she clinched a golden medal. So what are your inspirations from the Assam players out here, who have made a mark for themselves at the world level?
Yeah, they motivated me very much. Like Lovelina, as you mentioned, Lovelina. So she in her boxing career, she gave many, she earned many achievements. So because of it, I am very motivated, and this also motivates me to earn more achievements or medals in the upcoming future in more tournaments.
So we have more boys coming up, more girls and boys coming up from Assam who are ready to clinch their gold medals in various forms of sports, and he just is in martial art. He's a sports person in martial arts, so maybe we hope something more sports.
Definitely. It's really inspiring to see, and I'm sure these students are inspired as well to become, like you mentioned, Lovelina Borgohain or say Baichung Bhutia in the times to come. Thank you very much, Subina Roy, joining us from Dibrugarh, Assam. Let me also now take the conversation further with Professor Indrani ji. Yes, these are really inspiring topics there to become, leaders, sports persons, basically the, nation builders of the future of Viksit Bharat, as Prime Minister says. So Prime Minister has, supported creative careers in his past episode also. He said you could adopt gaming, but he warned of gambling. So, how should parents also be watchful and mindful of, say, healthy habits, to encourage healthy habits in children instead of the harmful habits of, say, social media in these times?
Yeah, the way he says, I think one thing that he said today itself, he talks about when he has a dialogue with the children, he says, "Kheloge to khiloge." So, the sports, it instills in the child a sense of discipline. And sports is a huge stress buster as well.
And probably the message is to go away from social media. I mean, spend less time on social media as a child.
Yes, and actual sports. Go out there, go in the field and play. And through this play, and in national education policy also, we are talking about sports integrated learning. We at Parak, we are emphasizing on sports integrated assessment, art integrated assessment. We are talking about holistic assessment. He also talks about, learning from your peer, the peer assessment that he talks about. So it's a multi-dimensional aspect of learning that Prime Minister Modi ji, through his dialogues, is kind of encouraging it. And it is a learning not just related to school, not just related to textbooks, but it's a learning about life. How do we lead a life, and how do we reach towards that Viksit Bharat that all of us are dreaming of.
Professor Indrani ji, I have to ask you, and I keep asking these questions to every guest who has joined me on Pariksha Pe Charcha. How much time should students dedicate for social media and say for sports or cultural activities when they are especially sitting for their board exams?
Social media, again, there is a level and there is a age. For me, I would like that no social media till, there are certain things that students are getting involved with. There should not be any engagement with the social media at least till grade 10th.
Which is age 16.
Yes. So,
14 to 16.
Yeah. And even beyond, it is not always as a urban parent, maybe you will be able to kind of control your child's engagement with the social media, but there are parents who are out there in the rural areas. They do not have any understanding what the child is doing. So it is, I think, in the community, this message needs to go, that what is good, what is bad, what are the good habits that needs to be developed while using the social media. This is a very important thing, and it's an area of concern which we need to address together.
Do you think online social media habits can lead to excessive ones, can lead to anxiety, depression, and they should be curbed?
Of course, many researchers have written. It has shown that the way I don't want to name but few of the apps are being used. It is not appropriate. We need to stop that. We need to understand how I use the generative AI, and I think in twice or thrice, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in his dialogue has told that you don't tell AI to kind of read for you. You don't tell if a teacher gives me an assignment, I don't go to AI and get the assignment done, because then it's of no use. I'm not learning. For learning, I need to endeavor. I need to have that perseverance. I need to strive, and that is what he's laying stress on. Use the generative AI to do something that you gain from it. Instant gratification, like in psychology also, it is said that if as a child I tend to gratify my needs instantaneously, my not just the marks, but also in life also I do not well. But if I am able, as a child, if I am able to delay my gratification process, then I do well, not just in the exam, but I do well in life as well.
So is India's education ecosystem today giving this message of regulating your social media time, your online time, and also create healthy online skills, as Prime Minister says?
Definitely, definitely. We are all working towards it.
Okay, so a little word on you know, how the schools today are incorporating technology in a healthy way, ma'am, in your view.
You know, first and foremost, we need a lot of teacher training for incorporating, you know, artificial intelligence or technology for the social good, for the schools. So teacher training, and when I talk about teacher training, it is not just a sporadic teacher training that will help. We need to develop the system as well, so that that trained teacher is supported by the system. So the entire system needs to be developed to have that. It cannot be a you know, one shot kind of a thing that we give for an understanding. If I, as a teacher, I go to some discussion, I hear something, I can incorporate something, I can give something, but then it will be very less. It will not be holistic. To have it in a, you know, proper manner, the system needs to be strengthened. The system needs to be developed, and that is what we are aiming at.
Yes, in fact, New Delhi is going to host India AI Impact Summit from 16th to 20th of February. And of course, it's going to be one of the biggest global AI summits in the global south. And of course, a lot has already been started, you know, work on incorporating AI into teaching learning models as well. Do you think AI models can aid teachings in the future? I'm not saying replace, because of course no AI can replace human intelligence, human creative intelligence, so to say. So we would need the embrace of a teacher to help students learn. So can AI aid teaching methods in the times to come?
You know, the one thing we need to underline is that teachers cannot be replaced.
Definitely,
right?
Yes.
So the next thing is that AI, how do I use it in our, you know, learning situation? Like I said, and like, you know, Narendra Modi ji has very wonderful, you know, wonderfully explained this in his interaction, that do not use AI to do your assignment. Do not use AI to read for you and, you know, come out with the highlights. But instead, make use of the AI to kind of, you know, to go further, to help you to, you know, learn more. That is what is important. And when we talk about, you know, teachers, it is, you know, as a teacher, if I give an assessment that a child can use AI and give me back, then I am actually not assessing the child. So I need to change my assessment as well. Instead of focusing on product assessment, I need to assess the process. How do I assess the process, you know? So instead of telling that, you know, give me a project on maybe, you know, greening the school, I will say, okay, fine. In the classroom, discuss with your peers. Come out with a project. You can make use of technology, but then you need to give it, you know, make a presentation in the classroom along with your, you know, group. So the moment it is group participation, I, as a teacher, I need to assess the collaborative skills of the child, the communication in the child, the sensitivity in the child. So, you know, Parak has come up with the National Assessment Center. It has come up with the entire, we have moved away from Bloom's taxonomy. We are now looking at taxonomy from the Panchkosh model, and we have talked about taxonomy from the point of awareness, sensitivity and creativity. How do I instill this awareness, sensitivity and creativity in the child, and how I can make that learning more holistic and more meaningful?
Okay, Professor Indrani, since you are representing Parak of the NCERT, the National Assessment Center of NCERT, are Indian parents and schools moving away from Marx-centric, Marx-centric thinking, Marx-centric analysis, assessment for their students to more realistic, evidence-based learning of their children?
Sure. Marx tells you what? Like if I tell you that, I have got maybe 5 out of 25, what does it mean? The marks are nothing, right? They are so abstract. So what we are telling is, what a child knows and can do is important. So those descriptions of what a child knows and can do needs to be assessed, and that needs to go in the, we have moved away from the, if you see the National Education Policy 2020, it does not talk about a report card anymore. It talks about a progress card that is holistic. It talks about a 360-degree holistic progress card, and this 360-degree holistic progress card we at Parak, at the National Assessment Center, we have developed for the foundational stage, for the preparatory, for the middle and the secondary, the pedagogical stages that has been given in the National Education Policy 2020. And out there we talk about, as a teacher, I need to shift from my comfort zone. I have been used to assessing the child, given the questions at the back of the text. Now I need to understand what are the competencies. The National Curricular Framework has given you the competencies for the different level, for the foundational, preparatory, middle and the secondary level. So I, as a teacher, I need to understand, yes, this is the competency I need to assess. For assessing these competency, I need to develop this, assessment task. Based on the assessment task, I need to develop the assessment question, which will tell me kind of whether the child is in that particular competency at the beginner level, at the, proficient level, at the advanced level. So we are making a progress. We have made a progress from moving from the reporting to progress card, from report card to progress card, from marks to description of what a child knows and can do.
Wow, it's a brilliant concept of shifting from report cards to progress cards. Allow me to take you and our viewers to Samesh Patel, joining us from Swami Vivekanand School, Bastar, Chhattisgarh. Let's listen in what he has for us. Somesh, yes, over to you.
Yes.
Have students seen and heard Prime Minister Narendra Modi's second episode of Pariksha Pe Charcha? What has been their reaction like?
Prime Minister Narendra Modi Pariksha Pe Charcha and student, my location Bastar, Swami Vivekanand School, student talk to you Pariksha Pe Charcha.
So my observation was, the thing that I noticed was, first I don't observe thing, but after this program, that Pariksha Pe Charcha, after that I always observe things, and I especially observe my mistakes and then I try to improve them. And before that I was having so much low confidence and pressures from my parents and my friends, like my friends were, I compare myself from them, but later, but after that program, I started to compete with myself only.
Complete exam on issues
from Pariksha Pe Charcha.
So I was having an issue on exam was that I was scared what questions will come, what questions were going to come, whatever I was studying, is that coming or not. I was so scared to death, but I think that is all okay, that even if we study, it is stored in our mind. It will help in somewhere else. First of all, I would like to thank our Honorable Prime Minister for this program, Pariksha Pe Charcha. It helped us a lot to motivate ourselves to increase our confidence for these exams.
All right. Thank you so much, Somesh. I can see the hesitance there. The students are a little hesitant to speak on camera, perhaps. Thank you very much, Somesh Patel there, speaking from Swami Vivekanand School, Bastar, Chhattisgarh. We are coming towards the end of this broadcast. We continue to have with us Professor Indrani Bhaduri from the NCERT. Ma'am, if I were to ask you to sum up 3 big long-term gains for the students, teachers and parents alike from Pariksha Pe Charcha 2026?
I think first is life skills. We need to promote learning of the life skills. Second is, I think we need to understand that learn from what we live, like I said, and live what you learn. The moment as a student, as a teacher, as a parent, we give meaningful experiences. We have meaningful experiences, and the experiences will be meaningful if they are related to my life. So, and when I learn from my life, that learning, stays. And when I learn, I live what I learn. So whatever I have mastered, I need to live that. I just not need to memorize, but actually practice what I have learned. And I think one thing that the students, the children needs to focus on is the sports. I think Prime Minister Modi ji has again and again stressed on sports, and I think he talks about that kheloge to khiloge. So this, khelna and, making joy, getting a joy, in his dialogue, he says that, get up in the morning and look at the sunshine. That is so important, because, don't lead a life that is, that somebody else is kind of, forcing you to, lead your own life, take charge of it. And I think the best thing is that learning from within. Understand yourself, understand what is it that you are good at, what is it that you need to work more on. This understanding of the self will help you to kind of relate yourself better to your environment. And the moment you do that, you are able to relate yourself to the environment. That makes everything possible, So, yes, I think these are the few things that we all, not just the students, not just the children, but we all take it back from this Pariksha Pe Charcha.
So, yes, that is the idea, to have a charcha on not just Pariksha but the entire education ecosystem. Parents also need to adopt a healthy mindset towards education and towards learning beyond classrooms as well. Thank you very much, Professor Indrani ji, for coming us on DD India. Really appreciate you joining us on DD India Pariksha Pe Charcha special presentation. Well, this feedback from this program will definitely fuel new ideas, ultimately leading to overall success of the children. Well, as the Prime Minister said, come out of your comfort zone to win in life. And he said, everything in life needs balance, whether it is social media, sports, co-curricular activities, or your studies. Everything in life needs balance. With that thought, we wind up this special presentation on Pariksha Pe Charcha 2026. Thank you for joining us. Namaskar.